All right, exterior, obviously the paint does not match on the cross where the marriage line is. Diesel exhaust all over the side of the house. Conduit was not glued together for the electrical. Conduit's not glued together. Conduit's not even connected. Exterior backside isn't bad. Other end of the house, same issue. Obviously the paint does not match on the cross. The amount of roofing material that they had to take off 6 weeks after they delivered the house in multiple rainstorms. The drip edge at the top, obviously they bought some white and painted it brown, so the drip edge did not match. More of the exterior. There's areas of overspray right here. The exterior looks like it only had one coat. The exterior has multiple places when it's not in the sun that you can see shades of different colors. The piers underneath are already leaning. On the outer edges, there are piers underneath that are already leaning because the base pad stone was not level. The colors on the house are backwards. Accent should have been on top. They accent painted the bottom. That's it for exterior. No, it's not. Never mind. Exterior door. They didn't tape it off when they painted it.
Nor is there any caulk.
Exterior door at the bottom. Sloppy workmanship.
It's not painted.
Exterior door at the bottom, not painted. Not caulked on the seams and painted all the way. That's at the corner of the front of the house. All right, walking in the house.
The archway right here.
Archway coming into the house is not level.
Yeah,
You can see from the direction it is that it is higher on the left side than the right. Was not painted correctly. Missing paint. Every joint in there is already starting to crack on the front arch. Crown molding does not look to be painted at all, nor do the joints match up and caulked in nicely. Looks to still be of primer. Trim work from the marriage line where you can still see the nails that they shot in and where it was matched. Patched in but not level nor painted. Going on to the fireplace, where the fireplace is actually falling out.
Mantle is not.
Glass rocks fell out of the fireplace. Looking up at the mantle. Mantle as it is at about a 4-degree downward slope. Sloppy paint. Looking at the top of the mantle, it was not cut to fit the top board all the way down. And then we run into the same issue on the other end.
This right here.
The joint 45-degree miter was not done correctly.
Come down here.
45-degree miter underneath was not done correctly.
Boards are not level.
Boards do not
there.
match up here. And as you can see, we're still at an angle here.
Show this right here. Come over here on this side and show them that.
Boards
Are not level with the,
are not level with the edge.
Yeah. And on the other side as well.
Other side as well, still issues. Boards are below the edge here.
And there's a gap there. You see where there's no sanding at all on this
Nor any finish.
or finish. We already have a picture of the marriage line. This is the tray ceiling, another upgrade.
Following over here, where you can see the very obvious patch from the factory where they knocked a hole in the ceiling, cut out a round piece and patched it, already cracking and falling apart. Followed by the next tray ceiling, which as you look at it, you can tell the different colors of paint everywhere. You can also see the same patch job where they cut the hole not centered and had to patch that rather than centered for the chandelier drop. Once again, another tray ceiling, not painted correctly, colors don't match.
you need to come over here and
Crown molding, still a problem.
show where there's waves in the tray ceiling. You stand right
Tray ceiling, if you see it, it's supposed to be straight. Obviously, it has a big wave in the middle of it. Boards were not leveled and squared when they put it up. That's not an illusion. That's actually happening because it also happens on this one.
and this
As you can see, the tray ceiling at the end curves in to the left.
same one with this one also.
Same on all the tray ceilings.
On this side right here.
Have some sort of curve to them instead of being straight. Back door does not latch.
There's also water damage from
Water damage because the house sat here not put together for multiple days. So we have water damage here. Nails, trim nails, all in here. We're not sunk with the proper pressure, so they all stick out. Also, under the cabinet, multiple nails sticking out.
You can also see how you can move this.
It's not secured. Mitered edges were not done correctly here. Still plastic underneath the cabinets that was not taken up. All the way down. Countertop has glue all over the edges where they used it to secure the laminate.
There's also several places where the counter is raised from a nail or something being sunk underneath to secure it. There's several places. It's difficult to see in this light,
But if you are here in person, there's several.
Sink, they missed the cut by quite a few inches and just sealed it in with some caulk.
the sink is dented here.
Sink is dented here.
As you can see, it's been hammered or something in order for it to be level with the countertop. It's also high and the caulking is already, the plumber's putty and caulking is already peeling away. Also, there are Chicago brick stamps on our backsplash in most of the rooms. That is not at all what I would expect. Also, again, nails sticking out from not the proper pressure being put in the air compressor.
No grout in the back.
There's no grout in the back either. This is chipped, the tile is chipped. There's no grouting in between any of this, nor is it caulked on the top, as you can see. Also, again, more issues with poor craftsmanship of the molding, gaps in the molding as well. You want to open that door, hun? This is the pantry door. As you can see, also above, look at the crown molding. We paid extra
Off
for the
by an 1/8
biggest,
inch.
for the larger crown molding. Go ahead and shut the door.
Texture blown on the door from the factory.
Yes. Okay, moving
Now,
along.
look at this. Doors from bottom to top vary by at least 1/8 of an inch, so the doors are not square.
Not painted. No, look. Some look like they're redundant.
Oh, yeah, we have some issues behind that were not painted correctly. Opening the AC compartment. Not sure what exactly they did here, but it is full of putty. It's not square, and it's not straight. That was about it in here, wasn't
No, this, okay, once
Yeah.
again, nails sticking out right here.
Also, this is not built correctly.
We're off on the corners.
Corners. These right
Not
here,
sure what all this is or why there's gaps.
and then here also. Down
Lots
here,
of filler putty.
down here as well. They were not sanded and joined correctly.
Same thing on this side, looking in. The top cabinet is not set the way it should be.
There's gaps in this craftsmanship as well. And then once again, coming down, it's not, there should be caulking here as well. There's also a divot in the wood.
Going on to the master bedroom.
I'm showing the door here. All the doors are not hung properly.
Door not looking like the gaps are correct.
Once again, if you look at our wood here, it's primed. It has not been painted, nor is there any caulking where there should be caulking.
Paint on the ceiling on the crown molding was not taped off, nor was it brushed in, because it just varies as to how wide the white line is underneath. Once again, crown molding from the factory, unacceptable. Corners were not caulked and taped.
The texture on the walls is not consistent either. You may not be able to see that as much in the video. Once again, this door has been primed, but not painted,
Doors were all primed but not painted.
along with the door jambs.
Door jambs.
Look right here. That happens on a lot of the doors in here. Keep going down, honey.
Yeah, you can see where
Right here. You see.
it gets wider and wider and wider.
I can actually move this
That's unacceptable.
on the other side.
Looking
as
at
well.
the other side as well.
Also, these were not puttied,
Did not putty or dap
caulk, or anything.
the nail holes. Issues with the way they framed the mirror in.
These are also not mitered correctly. They're uneven on each corner. With nails,
45s are uneven.
with nails sticking out. Also here as well.
Same thing on this end.
Also, the mirror does not fit.
Mirror is not set to the edge of the,
This is not cut correctly. There's no grout
no grout
or
on.
caulk.
Here's where the ceiling was patched because the roof leaked when it got here.
Right here, there's no caulking, no caulking, no caulking, no grouting.
Caulk, no grout.
All of these, step back, honey.
All
All of
the
these
doors.
are uneven.
We're gonna even show them how far off on that one.
So it's like a good inch.
Like an inch off on this, on the bottoms.
And then the middle one's off. None of them are even with any of them.
None are, yep.
There's also nails sticking out of these as well.
Also had a leak in here, hard to tell because of the lighting situation. Divots in the sheetrock here where it got scratched was not fixed correctly.
You can step in the shower. The grouting is not done correctly in the corners.
Grout is missing in the corners of the shower and cracking. It was not wiped down correctly from the grout job.
This is not caulked appropriately here. Look,
Door issue here.
this area.
Tub area is not correctly
Caulked or
caulked
sealed.
or sealed.
Same issue on the other side.
Same issue over here on this corner.
Also, there's inconsistency in the levelness of the ceiling.
Looks like could have had another possible water problem here that needs to be fixed.
This caulk is not, none of this is done well.
Caulking's not done well here.
There's, should there be caulk here on the floor?
So that's master, as you can see. You can see where all the touch-up paint was done rather than rolling the whole wall. There's touch-up paint throughout the house that needs to be done.
No, the whole house needs to be done.
Scratches on the master bedroom door.
Those came with the house. But if you can look at this door, you can tell it's primed, but not painted.
You can tell where the patch job was done there. Paint doesn't match.
Sorry, get all this.
Got more scarring right there and down here. Moving on. Bottom ledge of the fireplace, not correct, not painted. Overspray onto the tile.
Texture inconsistency. Also, these were not removed before applying a texture or paint. So what will happen eventually is that'll build up and that'll flake off.
They were
That's around all light fixtures.
light fixtures
Or
or panel
light
switches going down.
all.
Looking at the floor, you can see that it is about a ½ inch out on the corner as opposed to the door frame. Going up, you can see the patchwork where it was there. Corners were not dapped, nor was it painted. Paint issues down the corners. You can see the tape where they tried to fill in with DAP up there instead of doing it right. Living room in the back.
Texture issues, level issues at the wall.
Texture. All right, adding on. Issues with just sloppy craftsmanship.
And painting.
Painting wasn't sealed before they painted on the trim.
Wasn't sealed anywhere.
Wasn't sealed anywhere on
None
the
of- none of
window
the-
trims.
Yeah, none of the window seals have been sealed before painting.
Another
Same issue with
issue
the
with
electrical plates.
electrical plates
This is on all of the electrical plates in
and
the
texture
house.
issues around the electrical plate where they've blown texture later.
Baseboards
Corners
not painted.
not painted correctly. You can see the white line all the way up the corners. Going to the back left bedroom.
Did you talk about this wall right here?
Not sure why they thought it was a good idea
Oh, did you?
to only install one light
And about-
in the bathroom
show them on the top of the tub.
Top of the tub. As you look, they run a piece of trim work that is a good 1/4 inch gap that they filled in with caulk all the way around the tub. Maybe more than a 1/4 inch in that corner. Definitely not lined up. Probably getting 1/2 inch or more on that portion. Once again, not lined up.
Wasn't even sanded before they put it in, not lined up.
Very quick miter work without measuring.
Also this tile piece, none of this
Tile
is
piece.
grouted or caulked in, and this is
1/8 inch sticking out on the plug tile.
no caulk and grout along the cabinet.
Also 1/8 inch out on here.
Also along the cabinet.
No bead of caulk on the cabinets. Next bedroom, you can see lines on the wall where the sheetrock was lined up. Once again, crown molding, not done at its best level. Painting, unacceptable. Doors shut but don't latch. Next bedroom. Other than corners needing to be painted. And once again, crown molding, not dapped and painted. Corners not dapped, corners not dapped.
Just tell them that's through all the crown molding.
Through the whole crown molding. Once again, no tape line for the caulking that they did underneath the crown molding. So it's inconsistent with the paint lines. Tile, linoleum in the back corner was laid down, was not big enough, and was caulked in to make it look like it was. Linoleum's gonna have to be replaced. Once again, wall seams can be seen.
Oh, did you show them there?
Yeah. Last bedroom, same issues throughout. Door does not shut at the bottom. But yet we have a nice gap at the top. Doors are not hung level. Trim was not painted. Back door does not lock. More crown molding work that needs to be done. More patch jobs that are showing. Quite a few patch jobs in this tray ceiling that show. And along with this tray ceiling.
We spent a lot of time on tray ceilings already.
Yeah.
That's
Dishwasher was not installed level. And that's it for this video.